don't know what's going on anymore, man. I hit the go live, and you better get the hell on here too. Then it didn't play our intro, so here we are. Hey, handsome. Jesus, man. Can you tell him a spaz? I'm over here just like, fuck this shit.
No. What's happening?
What up?
Take a big swig of that coffee there, man. Get your mind right. Let's go. Thursday at 6:00.
You know what it is? It's because for the longest time, man, I would hit the go live and it would say go live play intro. And just like that, it was like, oh, fuck yeah, these guys have done this 144 times. And then the last 2 weeks, I hit it, and I'm sitting here looking at it being like, I guess not. And then, like, 5 seconds later, I'm like, ah, for fuck dicks.
Weird. 8-Bit Mike was in early. What is up, dude? Acid 9 Toys, Serial Killer, 1031, Brilliant Demon. What's happening? Abaddon 40, Lynn's the Rat Boy, Grayskull Toys, Max. What's up, dude? Sculptor Extraordinaire, Zimico, Hobo Toys, David Dunn, Jazz Wiz, Doc Horror, Nim Studios, Massive Mini Horse, Headcase Toys. Suki, what's up, man? Folklore in the house. Yo Dine, what is going on, my dude? What's up?
What's up, man?
Squawk breath. What's going on?
Holy fuck, dude. You know what's up. We were talking right before this, man. I'm sick as a fucking dog. That's what's up.
I think I've dodged it so far, which is good. I'm gonna have to knock on some wood there, so I don't jinx myself. But I haven't been out of the house much as of late, so that's probably helping, I would assume. But yeah, it's going around, man. Not just up there, out here as well. Flu, cold, whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Yeah. So it's a little bit of both, right? Like half the people I think I got this shit from were complaining about like my throat hurts and my nose is cold, and the other half were sitting there being like, "Yo, I'm shooting from both fucking ends, dog." So I'm sitting here just kind of like, "Oh crap, man." And actually, I told you I'd have a story for you for Toys Day. I was purposely trying to leave it for Toys Day. Anybody in the chat though, I don't want any of your sympathy or oh crumbs. It's fucking hilarious. Okay, so we're gonna see the hilarity of this. So recently, in the last couple of months, I was like diagnosed with epilepsy, as you know, and one of the triggers, it seems, is gonna be fucking fevers. So the other day, homies, I kid you not, what a weird way to start the day. I'm laying in bed thinking to myself, yeah, I've slept a little late, but I'm sick. I'm allowed to. Fuck it though, time to get up. I get out of bed, I look down, and my legs are just coated in shit. At which point I'm like, what the fuck? And I look back at my bed and I peel back the blankets, to which point I see a pile of shit. And I'm like, what the fuck? And so at this point, I proceed to walk into my rest of my apartment, where I now just see shit everywhere. Apparently, Crumbs decided that in their season, they were going to try and make a mad dash for the bathroom and just get human feces everywhere through the entire fucking apartment, and then tuck back in and have zero knowledge of any of this. Yep. I like how Doc Horror just has a question mark, because me too. I kid you not, man. When I first walked into the living room, and this is typically what happens when I have my seizures and everything is all fucking chaotic, my initial reaction is, holy fuck, somebody broke in. But then I had to tell myself, nobody broke in and shit all over you. This was you, my friend. So there's your story, B. What up? That's how my week started.
Thanks for
you're on
sharing.
mute. Yeah, no problem, man.
Hey, Jesus Christ.
I was finding it until like 8 p.m., man. You know, tried to clean majority of it up and clean myself up and go right back to bed. And then like you'd be sitting in the kitchen and you smell something and you look over on the light switch and there's some shit.
Yep. All right. Moving on.
All right.
What's going on in the toy world? Let's see. Well, we got Von Fakename tonight. Next week we got we are doing the Kerf Loss. God, dude, what is the name of that piece? Do you know the name of that piece?
Like that punk trooper there. Let's pull it up. Take a little piece. Because unfortunately, even though they sent a whole bunch of them out to artists around the globe to paint up, still missed it to my brain. But yeah, next week. And actually, I reached out to the old Death and Strawberries, forgetting that their birthday was the exact same day as yours, and said, get the in here. So they might potentially come and join me tomorrow, the next week as well.
Nice. That would totally make sense, dude, with Kerf on here as well. Bliss Receptor, what's up? Ordinary Toys, what's up? Yes.
Yeah, so these are going to be the Punks are cast from 45D. Punk Troopers up? Am I a crazy person?
So now was this one that he sculpted, correct?
Sculpted, casted, sent a whole bunch out to the other artists in the scene.
Yeah.
People reached out to them asking for them, and yeah.
Dope. Well, that'll be cool.
It should be exciting,
and
man.
So the sales from those, how many artists are involved in that?
Is it 40?
Wow, is it 40?
I haven't. You're putting me on the spot here, man. 10. There you go.
Oh,
these up to 10 artists interested in doing artist editions. The fuck do I know?
But the sales from those are going to the Wildfire.
Wars firefighting.
Correct. Nice. That'll be cool. So, anyways, Kerf will be on here next week to talk about that. I will not be here, but if Death and Strawberries will be here, that will be very cool. And then the following week is Apocalyptico 4, which is going to be sick. That's going to be a good one. That's going to be another, I don't know how many people are in that one, man. Probably, I would say there's got to be, 50, 60, something like that.
I just keep saying 40. 40.
Fuck. I think 40 is a fucking pipe dream, dude. Honestly, man. The open ones, dude, we're getting up to like, there was one, I'd have to go back and see exactly which one it was, but there was one that had over 100 artists in it. It was an open show. 90? Wow. Thank you, Fletch. 90. You know what? That's still a lot, man. I was going to say with making a mutant is probably a dozen in that group, like 10 to 12, something like that. But still, even if you take away that, that's still 80. That's a lot, man.
Making a mutant's amazing. I love that whole, they take everything that I want from a collaboration, man. Von Fakename coming in, though. I can see that they're jamming on the moment.
Rokamashu, I think 1 million artists. I think that's how much is in there. Von Fakename's painting one of those. Sweet. We can talk to him about that as well. Yeah, I saw Future Retroistic Magazine or Cash Brand. I saw them. Collect a lot. What's up? I saw them painting one and posting pictures too, but they all look sick. Going to a great cause, but that's a cool looking piece, man. I like how it's got that little diorama, if you will, type piece. What's been going on with you, man? You get any new pieces? What's been going on? I got a package over here for you going out that's going to be super sick. You're going to be thrilled with it. We're going to have to probably open it up maybe on the show in the next couple weeks or something after you get it.
Oh, Jesus. Well, I'm glad you said that, though, so that I should probably get this. We're both in the same boat. I should probably get this one out your way then as well, man. Fucking, you know how it is.
Oh, of course, dude. These have been building up for a while, dude. I was going through some stuff the other day and I found another one of yours. I'm like, fuck, no, I got to get a bigger box because it was in there just nice and tight. And then, yeah, of course, right. Um, but anyways, Von Fakename, the giveaway came, dude, I swear, like less than 2 hours before we started the show here. I'm not sure what's in here, but we will check this out together when the time comes. So that is the giveaway for tonight. I feel like there's probably more than one thing in there. Cool Cat, what's up, man?
What's been exciting in your world, though?
Oh man, Scott asked a little bit earlier how my back was. My back is better. That's all I can say. I haven't really been back to work yet. I'll be back to work on. We have President's Day on Monday, so that's
Okay.
union holiday for the most part. So I'll be back to work on Tuesday. But start off slow, man. I don't know. I've been hanging out around the house for the last seems like forever, 2 weeks. So not a whole lot going on, man. Raining like shit here today. About to go out of town tomorrow and just kind of hang out of town, and that's about it, dude. It's fucking almost the end of February already. It's nuts. Can you believe it? It's almost March. I mean, we're still middle of February, I guess, but
What's whack about it is that January was the longest fucking month to ever exist, and then yeah, like you said, February's just flying.
yeah, dude. I've talked to a couple people about that recently. That it's just, I think it depends on a lot of stuff, honestly. But some people think this year's just dragging. Other people think it's flying by. I personally think it's flying by. What up, Eddie? Sorry, I did not get back to you earlier. I had to leave the house and did not come back right away. So that's how that happened. But besides that, man, we got a good show tonight. Next week will be very cool. I think with Kerfloss coming on, that's going to be awesome, especially if DNS ends up coming on here. And then we'll finish out the month with Apocalyptico 4, which is going to be sick. That's going to be a really, really good show. I think those ones are always good. Nim Studios, what's up, dude? But that's about it, man. That is that's all I got. That's all that's on the radar right now. You know what, man? Actually, I got some new pieces to look at, but I feel like we should probably set another show aside for looking at those. I do have a box coming from Bliss Receptor, which I'm not trying to put Bliss Receptor on the spot or anything, but that box, dude, that's going to take some time to go through. We're going to have to do that on the show. That's going to probably take a good 30 minutes to go through that box because there's some shit in there that is just mind-boggling, dude, and I don't say that lightly. So that'll be fun. But besides that, yeah, we got to get back on the piece sharing train at some point.
I was thinking that today too, actually. I was thinking to myself, yeah, we got some tabs, we pulled some accounts, but it's been a minute since we've shown off some toys, some acquisitions.
It has been, dude. I haven't been buying very much lately. Honestly, it's been slow on that front as we start the new year.
Get back to that corner. Keep working that corner.
But still have a couple things coming in here and there, which are always really cool. So, good one, Fakename, dude. What's he doing over there? He's just
that's what I'm saying. Bring him in.
Bring him in. Let's do it. It's time. Yes. What is up, dude? Man, I love that mask.
You love every mask.
Well, maybe not all of them. That one's dope. You know what I thought that was at first? I thought that was that's not a Killer Napkins mask, is it? That almost looked like a Killer Napkins mask.
I'm glad I'm in though because I can't breathe.
I thought that was part of the point. I thought that's what you liked about it. One Fakename, what is going on, my dude?
Good day.
Good day. How are you?
Happy Toys Day.
Happy Toys Day. Happy Toys Day, man.
Hell yeah.
The hair is looking quite vibrant. Did you redo it recently, man?
I did.
Heck yeah, man. It's nice and bright.
Yeah. Luckily, I got a hairdresser in the house. She's not, but she's got a rubber glove, so it works just the same.
Yeah.
I got a hairdresser in the house. She's not, but You
don't have to be professional at fucking anything you do. You just do it.
You just do it, man. It does match the name box though, which is very cool. Dude, you're out there sleeveless, man. Where are you? You're in Canada, correct?
Winter's over on Friday. Crumbs is getting 3 feet of snow. We're getting rain on Friday, so winter's over for us on the West Coast.
Is it actually pretty mild over there where you are?
We had one little bit of snow and then sub-zero temperatures. So all in all, pretty good winter, man. Because normally it'll freeze or it'll fucking rain and it's just nasty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you drive a lot for work, right? And so I'm sure that just makes the roads just an absolute nightmare.
I did until I got myself in trouble. Now I'm just fucking around all day. I love it. I love it.
All right, so not driving anymore. That's cool. So what have you been up to, man? You were on the show a while back, and we kind of chatted about just kind of getting into resin making and stuff. I mean, just taking a look at your account, dude. It seems like it's improving definitely. These last round of creatures that you did. I got the giveaway, by the way. Thank you. That came in just before the show started, actually. So we'll crack that.
I was tracking it. I saw it. I'm glad it showed up because the other one I sent the pump trooper to Kerf and they held it in customs for like a week.
Oh, really?
And it's funny because I paid less for this one and it showed up right when they said it would. So never pay for that high end service. So I'm fucking pissed.
Well, dude, the mail came today already, like way earlier in the day, and then this thing showed up like at 4:00 from UPS, and I know my UPS man, and I know he does not like to be out that late. So I'm not sure what happened there, but anyways. What I was gonna say was the creatures that you've been doing.
Popular. People fucking like that one.
Bro, that one. What do you think it is, dude? Do you think it's the sculpt on that particular creature, or do you think it's just the way that you've been doing them? Me personally, I think it's your color combos and like what you're doing, dude, especially the ones like that is cool. Oh dude, that right there. What the fuck?
I have a hard time like if I just went color, I don't know, I'd feel weird. I feel like I cheated everyone.
If it was just one color?
If it didn't glow.
Yeah. Oh, that's the base. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, I did that one for a show that was a bit of a flop. Anyway.
The base was a flop?
No, I made that piece to take to. There was a show called Pancakes and Booze in Vancouver, and anyway, I had a whole bunch of stuff, and that was one of the things I made for it, and it was disappointing to say the least.
The show was disappointing as far as what, like sales?
It was just everything from butting heads with the other artists there.
Really?
Like if you can call printing a fucking print an art form, but. Okay. And then I had a confrontation with another like hanger on to one of the more popular people there. And he was like, "Why are you looking at me? Why are you laughing at me? What are you fucking talking about? I'm talking to the other people that are there. That's what I'm laughing. I'm laughing with someone. What the fuck are you?" Anyway, he confronted me. I took off. I was like, all right, well, this is not for me.
Now, were you selling toys there or were you selling prints there?
Yeah, I had a whole basket of stuff. I had I can't remember. I had different things I hung on the wall from a couple carded things that I have, and then I blocked it out. Move on to the next thing.
Yeah, there you go. Do you think that's is that something that you've come across before, man? As far as like toy shows out there,
I think for me, I'm finding I'm just putting feelers out everywhere, like anywhere you can buy a table, rent a table, flea market. There's tons of places out there. If anyone's interested in doing that, you just have to look for it. Sure. They're not telling you what to put on a fucking table. You're just showing up and doing whatever the fuck you want to do, right?
Sure.
So I've got one in March coming up called the End Times Garage Sale that I don't know how I got in there, but they invited me in for March. And then still trying to get in at the bigger event, which is the Comic and Toy Show, which is a pretty large event.
What do you think it is about that creature, man? Like we were just saying, it's I I mean, I don't know how many of those you've made and sold. You'd probably have to fill me in on that. But
Yeah, I've traded some. I've just made some, and then they don't. I'm not comfortable setting them out because there's a flaw in it, and like even the ones you have, they're I don't know if the molds are just burning out or what, but I'm like I cleared the whole toy shanty just so I could work on a strictly apocalyptical, and then I just like every time I come in here, I just start doing something else,
yeah,
including making creatures. So I'm like, apparently I need to put it under lock and key and then do the thing that I came here to do.
that white one that we just saw, dude, was not the glow white, but the other white one. Man, that is so fresh, dude.
Oh, where's the camera? There it is. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, he turned out all right, but he's
Dude.
got some gap. He's got some gaps on the side and stuff. So
Yeah. What kind of articulation are you using in those?
original articulation.
Yeah, they're a hollow body, eh?
Too much caffeine in me. I can't put him down.
If I'm not mistaken, I think they're a T-Peg or hollow body.
Yeah, he was like a little squirter, right? He squirted like a little tiny little squirt of water out. But they were cheap and plentiful on eBay, so I grabbed a bunch and hacked them up and put them out there. The original idea for the creature was I sculpted a boot, a bottle, fish bones, and a tire. It's like tiny little out of epoxy sculpt, and the idea was to have that's what the creature eats, so you could see through his ribs, right? So I cast a clear ribs, and you just couldn't see through it enough. So like that idea got scrapped, unfortunately. So that's they're kind of stuck all over the base.
Man.
That base, dude, is that something that you sculpted?
That's what he's talking about right there. Is that
okay?
Yeah. You can look at one of the posts. It's just like a breakdown of the clay from the 2-part mold. Excuse me, and then I stuck a whole bunch of stuff on the side of it, just so it looked better for the show. And then someone reached out to buy one, and I was like, I'm gonna cast that thing and send it to them. So she was the first one that got the surprise base, and then now clearly it's not hidden. Now everyone knows that I.
Dude, that one is sick right there, dude. Did you sell that one?
No, that one's hanging around. Yeah.
That one's fresh. What about God, dude? Just before that, you were doing those Batman.
Yeah.
Dude,
I've been sitting on that one for a while. I've just been wondering how to make it because he's so wobbly and like even when I cast him, he's super fucking wobbly. That's why I tried to make the base so he would stand, and then I started putting magnets in the feet, and I would like fuck it up and like break his foot apart. So like it was just something I kind of gave up on because it was just.
He looks really top heavy, man. It looks like, like you can look at him, you can tell that like just
that's a good one.
Yeah, it kind of tapers down and gets thinner and thinner. Yeah, you're right, Crumbs. That shit is sick right there, dude.
Yeah, honestly, I got a print from a local artist, Ryan Heshka, out here, and it's called Sick Batman, and it just looks like a pimply Batman or whatever. So I think I was trying to recreate that with the. You see the dots all on his head.
I think what I like about that Batman is the fact that it's one of the like Bendhams, so we just don't see it too often out of the package, and he's oddly tall. He's like 6 inches tall.
Yeah.
And man, there's something about the way that you're doing the bottom half of the mask that I find is just fucking dope as hell, man.
I like
the gloves and the feet are sick too, and the bat symbol and belt are sick, but the face portion right here, and actually I don't know if we'll be able to see it here. I think I talked about it on the one I have, the shorts on the one that you did for the one that I've got here.
Yeah,
you can actually tell where his like original shorts were. They end up actually glowing a different color than the rest of him, so you can actually see his fucking stupid Batman shorts, Bootman shorts. Sorry.
Yeah,
that's a goodie, man. I think you crushed that with the base on that. Magnets in
Yeah,
the feet.
it's a bit janky, but it's that's what I do.
So what happened to you? You said you were were you trying to magnetize the feet to the bass?
Yeah, just because even sometimes in the bass, he'd be like, I'll be playing guitar, and then the bass will fucking shake him out right out of the fucking stand. Oh, I put one in for you, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just a matter of finding a small enough one to fit in there, and
Oh, nice. Oh, and you got a little imprint in there for him too.
yeah, he's got
Nice,
an indent out of his feet there.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I'm sure some of the dudes can actually remember what's sick is like the Kenner. There used to be a Kenner one. We had like a stupid bunch of like flyers. Some of them would like clip onto the back and like the wings would open. And that's what I think about with the base of this too, man. This just reminds me of almost kind of like a Batarang glider or something. I can't tell if you're frozen or if what I said was just so stupid that you're not sure how to respond.
Oh, there you go.
He is aghast.
Dude, I know we're kind of jumping all over the place, dude, but I'm noticing your Apocalyptico 4 t-shirt in the background, dude. What is up with that? Did you make that?
My sister has a printing thing.
Oh,
anyway, I
and
was like, hey, as soon as I got the email from Andrew, I sent it over. I was like, hey, can you print this on a shirt or a hat or something? And she sent me all these options, and I was like, can you just do all of them for me? I paid her, obviously, but I was like, do it up.
Oh, wow. Nice, dude. Dude, that looks clean. That hat looks clean.
She does a good job.
Yeah, nice. That's cool.
Yeah.
So your figures, the way that you're releasing figures, dude. I mean, there's no, I don't know, man. I don't know. There's no
chaos, just like my thoughts.
Well, see, and that's what I was gonna say, and I don't know how I was gonna ask Crumbs if he could even describe it better, dude. But it's like there's no rhyme or reason for like anything, dude. You know what I mean? Like there's not a series of figures, there's not a scheduled drop, there's not any of that, dude. It's just like making figures, and then it's like you see the Batmans come through, and then you see the creatures come through. And is that kind of how you work, man? Just like you find a new figure, and you just kind of really lean into it and see what you can get out of it, and then move on to the next one.
I just do what I do, and then obviously I'm trying to get better and make it the molds, which is a big thing for me because the better it is, the better what you're gonna get out of it, right? So yeah. I appreciate the craft, and you look at a lot of the guys out there, like they've got a really nice resting heartbeat. You know what I mean? Where I come in and I'm like, just like there's so many things to do. I just start doing 15 different things in the toy shanty here. So it's just like it's nice getting into the shows because it's a themed thing where you're like focused on accomplishing something, but otherwise, yeah, it could be chaotic what I'm taking care of. Yeah.
You said the mold making, man, that was something that you wanted to get better at. And just for me, what I've seen personally from having some of your, older work and then some of the work that I just opened up, dude, it's
made a couple older ones.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I was gonna say that's probably the one that I have too. But there's there's a difference. Obviously, when you look at them and you put them hand in hand, you can obviously see that there's a difference as far as the casting and the quality. How is that going for you as far as the mold making process and where you want to be with it?
I think budgeting time is a big thing. To do it well, you need to have that resting heartbeat. You need to be able to fucking get to it and get it done right. In the start, I think I was just like, I can do everything. I can do articulation. I can do magnets. I can do everything. I was like, and I fucked it all up from the get-go. So, but you're never gonna get good if you fuck something up and fix it, right?
Yeah. So that being said, dude, having all that energy coming into the studio and just kind of just flying all over the place and just doing whatever, where does it come up where you say like, man, I really need to focus on this and just fucking sit down and really concentrate on this mold? Do you have sessions where you go through that too, where you're just like, man, I got to focus on this mold and figure out what the hell I'm doing wrong or what I'm doing right and really try to focus on that? Do you have sessions like that too? Or is it always just like try it until something comes out fresh and then you're like, bam, that's it, I'm rolling with that?
I think it's when I'm doing something, I'm trying to find a starting point, whether it's an idea or drawing or the piece sitting right in front of you that you're going to bash or cut up, whatever. With the apocalyptico one right now, I was like, I like instantly had a silly idea, right? But it's all the shows I've done something a little different and try to figure it out on the way. This one's no different. It is more than I've done in anything else. So every day I'm trying to hammer a little piece out or just accomplish anything, whether it's drawing the next idea that I'm going to do tomorrow. Yeah, or drop an epoxy sculpt on something.
Yeah, dude, I think what you said just a minute ago too about budgeting time. I think that's really key. You just said two things, dude: budgeting time, and then also making sure that you do something every day, towards the craft, whatever it is, whether it's something for that day or something for the next day. So how do you do that then? If you're trying to budget time, and then you're saying, do you just say, hey man, there's an hour that I need, or how much time do you spend on it? How much time do you dedicate to it every day?
Me? I don't even keep track. But yeah, there's just yeah. I don't even keep track, but yeah, a good chunk of time, especially now.
Yeah. Well, when you have it, right?
Yeah, big times. Yeah, it's a blessing in disguise because I'm stoked to get this thing done. And
I don't know if you feel like going into detail at all too, but like your workshop's even in a bit of a unique position as well, where like for a while there, you would have to kind of like catch it to drive to it, or you know what I mean? It wasn't like it was just right in your basement or in another room.
no,
So like even
I
that
still
takes a
do.
couple.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
haul to get here. Yeah.
Did you feel like going into that at all, man? Now that I've put you on the complete
let's
spot
keep it
anyways.
light. Let's keep it light, you know?
But even so, like when you're talking about managing your time, that is something you have to take into account, is that your studio is a space that you need to be able to drive to. It's not something you have immediate access to all the time. And so I'm sure that
Yeah,
even
so
drives you
it can become a fucking chore almost. You know, like fuck, I don't want to drive for half an hour to go fucking
go
pushing the
cast some
idiots out
shit.
here. Yeah, but I do.
How do you push yourself, man? What do you do? What is it on those days where you really don't want to go out there? What do you use to try and push yourself to get out there and actually cast up some work?
Just because most of the things are concentrated around here. From work was right up the road. And my gym's right there. So there's something to do. And when I'm setting a mold, I run and I work out, or I'll go eat and then come right back. And yeah, but it would be nice if it was, I didn't have to fucking leave at 11 or whatever. I could just be here all day and night.
The resin that you're working with as well, what's the cure time on there, man? Even in your pressure pot?
I haven't pushed out past, I do 325 and 326. Yeah, it's good enough for me.
Yeah.
I don't paint.
10 minutes, half an hour, tops.
Yeah, in that range, yeah. As I don't paint, so the 325, I'll punch in the detail with that, or the separate colors that as much as I can with that one, and then 326 to fucking grab it all.
I like it, man. Yeah, exactly. B.
No pressure pot or anything?
2 pressure pots. I don't fuck around. Okay.
Okay, shit.
You see?
I see that.
Not to gloat or anything.
Okay, all right.
The second one was on sale, so I couldn't. So.
Oh man.
And they're real ones. There's no bicycle pump to them.
That's just the fucking.
Sorry.
I saw him do that. I'm like, I mean, you're just gonna be casting during the day and then shooting potatoes out of it at the end of the day.
Hey man, whatever you got to do to get her done, right?
Yeah, that's smart. I've never seen that before or even thought of that.
Honestly, man, I remember thinking to myself, there's got to be a way to, but didn't go beyond that. That shit was impressive to me, man. I find that kind of like ingenuity really impressive, to be honest with you.
Yeah. just hunt the flyers, man. Watch out for that sale at that your hardware store, man, or your auto fucking parts store. Get yourself a pot whenever they're on sale. I got like $70 off. That's why I got mine.
Oh wow, damn. Max was talking about your guitar playing, dude. I wouldn't talk about it, but you do so much of it, dude.
Yeah, that's why I come here. I get distracted because there's there's a bunch of toys, there's guitars. That's why I'm fucking deaf in this year. I ruptured my eardrum. I'm like, maybe a Marshall stack in a fucking 8x10 room isn't a great idea.
Well, so tell everybody what's the story with the guitar, man. So how long have you been playing? What is it, something you consistently do? You in a band? What's going on?
No, when I started I don't know, 12 maybe, because I was up to no good. So everyone was like, let's find him something, keep those fucking hands busy or whatever, right? And yeah, I started playing, learned acoustic until they bought me an electric, and then I think I probably fucking sold it for drugs when I was a teenager, and then got back into it later when I could afford my own. Yeah, no, I never. Yeah, like I said, I fucking all the people that should have started a band with me were fucking geeks and didn't play. And then when they started playing, I was already a rock star. I was already strung out doing dumb shit, right? Yeah, you're way behind, you guys. Come try it out.
Dude, Eddie says, Rosenblatt says, I want a jam. Get Max to sing. When you were talking, it's funny when you were talking about like your energy, at least when you're in the toy making studio and you're like doing 100 different things at one time. I instantly thought, dude, of you and Eddie in the same studio at the same time. Can you fucking imagine that, dude? And you guys both start singing because he's in a band too. Holy shit, dude. That would be nightmarish.
He's got the room for it. I'd be knocking shit over and fucking like.
It'd be Shibari of the patch chords in like 5 seconds. Be what you were doing over there. What are you looking at?
Nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
Kid coming in and out of the house. So you're working on APOC 4. That's what's going on right now for you. Now, when you started working on that thing, did that put a pause in anything that you were doing? Oh, and you got the orange one.
That's fucking fresh, man.
Yeah, those are cool, dude. I like those. Is that a sewn on or is that just a screen printed on logo?
It's like whatever heat transfer. I don't know.
Yeah. Fair. Yeah, right on. That's cool. So anyways, but when you started working on that piece, I mean, it seems like if you just go through your timeline in Instagram, it looks like you were doing some creatures, and then the APOC 4 piece came out. But what's kind of the plan? I mean, APOC's going to be here and gone in the next 2 weeks. What's the plan? Are you going back to the creatures after that, or you got something else going on?
Excuse me. I think I'd probably have to redo the molds, but I do want some with me whenever I set up. Like I have one on the March 15th. Excuse me.
A show.
Yeah, a table at a local event, and I think that one's going to be better than anything else I've been part of because it's more catered to the obscure and the fringe people out here almost. I don't know how else to put it, but
yeah. Rokomashu was saying just kind of how the toy scene is, and he was saying it hasn't really caught on, at least in that area. Do you feel the same way? Do you feel like you're kind of a rare bird out there where you're at least as far as shows go, and just kind of people that are what you would call local to you?
I know the tattoo people have a lot of stuff. That's for sure, because I give them one every time I get one.
Yeah.
But yeah, it does seem to fall on deaf ears because the 3 times that I did the comic and toy show, people are hyper fixated on their thing, Batman, whatever, Marvel, DC, whatever they're into, right? That's their thing, and they go into a room full of fucking 200 tables, and that's all they're looking for. They're not looking for anything new to pique their interest, right?
Yeah, sure.
And yeah, I don't know what it's going to be like now because the world's a hot mess. So whether people want something new or just to crawl into a fucking cave and wait for it to be over.
Yeah. So that being said, man, like you said, there are people out there, and me personally, dude, like, you know, we always talk about I mean, we don't always talk about it, but when you start talking about people that are doing this, you know, full time and making, like, you know, a really good living off of just figures, it seems to me that at least in the ones that I can think of off the top of my head, the common theme there is Star Wars, right? And so when you have Star Wars figures where everybody wants one, and you have that base of people where you feel like, you know, maybe you're going to sell more just almost by default because there's so many fans. When you see that at shows like that and you see people kind of going for certain things, does that drive what you want to do as far as an artist? As far as like making, you're like, oh man, people are like super into Batman. I have this other Batman that I could use. Maybe I'll do that. Does that ever come into play?
The first time I had a table, that's the first thing I thought. It was like, wow, the table next to me had like My Little Ponies. I was like, I'm just gonna bootleg My Little Ponies, and I'll have a row of Disney, I'll have a row of My Little Ponies, I'll have a row of this, and then at least I can get my table money back because
Yeah.
those three times I didn't. I spent it all on fucking Pizza Hot dogs.
Rokomashu said people told him that they never saw art toys at the comic show before. Yeah, man. I mean, I guess depending on where you're at, but there's still a lot of people. I mean, even at places like Designer Con where people are walking by and, you see them stop and they're just like, oh, what the hell is this? They just didn't know that there was people out there customizing figures or making their own or doing whatever. Sweets. How is the figure going for APOC 4, man? You getting there? You got 2 weeks left.
I've got time. I still got stuff to do for sure. Yeah, just because I want to make sure it's more than what I've done before and done well. Especially because the epoxy sculpt, I'm not winning awards for my sculpting, right? But when I'm putting it down there, I know it's gonna set like stone, right? So I need to make sure it's right when I put it there. And it's gonna be on a lot of the pieces, so I'm nervous about putting it on there.
So with the sculpting, dude, let's talk about that for a minute, man. So like you sculpted that entire base. You just said you're not winning any awards for your sculpting. Is that another area that you ever try to focus on as far as improving?
In time for sure, yeah. And it's just finding the proper medium. I appreciate the epoxy sculpt for its like the way it hardens and stuff. But if I could do wax, I would do wax. But it's just, I think it's just starting small. That's why I did the creature things were nice because they were like, fingernail size. So I'm not wasting much material. And then because I did so many, it was good practice, different shapes, different, whatever detail I'm trying to put in there, whether it's a shoelace or a fucking shoelace hole in the boot.
Yeah, exactly. Brilliant Demon was saying, I wish I saw more art toys over the mass-produced crap. So sick of seeing McFarlane, DC, and Marvel Legends.
They got big, man. I delivered when I was working, I would deliver to a store that would carry them, and I'm like, I've never seen so many before, and especially over this Christmas, how many, and fucking just beat up, fucking shitty packaging, and just everything is in there. And I don't know who's playing with them because I don't remember playing. I remember getting them dirty and just taking apart GI Joes and different things like that and piecing them together into different legs and stuff like that.
Right? Yeah, that's another one, man, where I think Marvel, like that franchise is so fucking big that and I think it spans across so many demographics that there's all kinds of people, all ages buying those things.
And then the people that just keep them in the package, they think they're going to sell it down the line and make their money back or make more. And
yeah, dude, here's something crazy. Here's a little fact about Marvel that I just saw. This thing's fucking wild, dude. Check this out. So back in I think it was the early 2000s, possibly, or maybe a little bit before, Marvel wanted to sell Sony the rights to all of their superhero movies for $25 million, dude. They said you can have it all because the only thing we give a shit about is Spider-Man anyways. Sony declined and said, no, we'll only buy Spider-Man for 10 million. So that's what the offer was. They bought Spider-Man for 10 million instead of buying all of them. Well, since then, all those movies combined have made some like ungodly amount of money, right? Like over $2 billion worth of profits made from those movies. So, but interesting, dude, that it was all on the table just not too long ago for 25 million. Seems like a fucking steal at this point. But you're right, dude. It's that stuff is everywhere. That's what's on the shelves, right? If you were to sit down and think about it, dude, like what would be your idea on how to spread this scene at a faster rate than what it's going right now? I'm not saying it's going fast or slow right now, but let's say, and let's just assume that everybody wants it to speed up some and grow a little bit more rapidly. Like you in your area, how do you do that?
In person.
Shows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's not someone finding us online or whatever. It's real old school word of mouth and if it's local to you, they might be even more, or local to the consumer, they'd be even more excited about it, right?
Yeah.
So like I said, for me, there's a very close flea market. There's a big one in the city every weekend, or they're both every weekend, but a close one and a far one. But then there's other markets that you can do, whether they all like to do their seasonal ones. And yeah, just keep an eye out. And if you want to build a box of stuff and then take that box with you and throw it on a table, man.
Yeah, straight up, man. What kind of marketing do you do for yourself besides Instagram and just the in-person shows? I'm sure the in-person shows are kind of few and far between. Is there anything that you're doing or not doing right now that you'd want to do that you think would help as far as just kind of pushing your name and brand?
I usually drop free stuff all over town.
Yeah.
Whether it's with a hand-drawn card or I just recently made some shitty fucking stickers that were just the worst, but they're inside stickers. Don't leave them out. Anyway, yeah, I was getting a tattoo and I threw it out on like a bike lock thing, and I watched the guy pick it up, which is frustrating because my Instagram was right on there, and this guy just got something rad, glow in the dark skull or whatever the hell I put out there, and I've only had one person ever reach out to me on Instagram when I've left something out there, and I've left a lot.
Super Terrible Toys, Dark Rainbow, what's going on?
Oh yeah, it's just fucking throw it out there and see what sticks, right? Whether it's fucking plastering it on a wall or leaving a free toy out there.
Yeah, exactly, man. And I think it's a slow burn either way. You know what I mean? I think no matter what avenue that you're trying to take as far as marketing goes, I think it's a slow climb, and I think everybody out here who has oh God, that would be fucking awesome. I think everybody can agree that the rate that your account grows is pretty small, right? Unless you're doing something above and beyond paying for it. Then it's just a slow thing. But I think consistency, like you said, man, as long as it keeps on going out there, and eventually at some point you can look back and say, wow, I got a lot of shit out there. You know what I mean? But it's just, God, it's got to be a little bit frustrating. Do you think it's frustrating, man? Are you frustrated at all by it, or are you more like?
Sometimes I think, hey, like I said, that first I watched him pick it up. I'm like, I wonder what he did with it. Did he I hate skulls or have some kind of didn't agree with it and fucking threw it in the trash when he walked by. I don't know.
Yeah.
But that's why I think an in-person thing where a more organic growth is happening, where they're telling their friend or they're like, hey, look what I got at this thing, and he's the person. You can find him on this website or Instagram or whatever, right?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. What you got there, Crumsy?
Just pulling up tabs, getting things ready. But hey, Von Fakename, man, out of curiosity, as a kid, what would you say was some of your favorite toy lines that were out? Kind of pointing it back towards the question on the giveaway this week. Now I'm curious what some of your favorite toy lines were.
I played a lot with G.I. Joes. They were perfect. Fucking pocket toy, man. I mean, yeah. They're rad. They're rad.
Plus, honestly, not to mention, G.I. Joe's is probably one of our favorite toy lines here on Toys Alive. I think not a week goes by where we don't talk about at least one of like the Joes. If it's not me saying, fuck, man, remember this dope Joe? It's B being like, oh, crumbs, man, remember this dope Joe? What was probably your favorite Joe out of the G.I. Joes?
You're right.
Me? I don't know, man. I like the weapons. I like the spring-loaded weapons where you can like fucking shoot them out there.
The spring-loaded weapons. I'll admit.
Yeah.
Didn't know they had spring-loaded weapons. You have just taught us something over here at Toys Alive.
Oh, in G.I. Joe toys?
Yeah, they have big old gun with a, shoot one big dumb missile and you hope you don't lose it.
I don't know what it was.
Crumbs, everybody knows that. What are you doing?
Everybody knows that.
Get it together, man.
Especially me and you, Crumbs. We should definitely know that.
The one thing I think G.I. Joes are great for is whenever I try and explain to somebody where my back or hip hurts, I always try and think of if like a little pebble was right in that portion where like the little Speedo on a G.I. Joe.
Not always a Speedo. Usually it's broken junk.
Broken junk. Yo, I kind of was saying it to another homie before we even popped on here. You are the loudest, quiet person I know, man. You are so vibrant. You are.
I'm not a very social person, so I am.
It's got to be that you just. Oh yeah. Oh fuck yeah. Did you make that?
I did.
Did you? I'm genuinely curious now.
Waitlist is going to play on Valentine's Day, so.
So you ended up making that for the show?
Yeah. I don't know. Same thing. I'm like, I don't want to be in a crowd talking to people, but I'm going to stand up.
This is what I mean. This is exactly what I mean.
It's okay. I'll get so drunk people won't want to talk to me.
Oh, don't do it. Don't do it, homie.
I need to make friends with one person to carry me.
Oh, now you sound like a parent.
Dude, let's take a look at this giveaway box. All right, should we? I think we should take a look at this together. What you gonna tell me?
Did you take yours out?
I did.
Okay, good.
I will be showing that momentarily. You just hold your horses, pal.
Which one did you take? Did you take the good one? There's one that I prefer because I tried to pour them both with Toys Alive colors, but I found one was better than the other.
Oh, you know what? The one that's a giveaway, I didn't even open it.
Oh, okay. Well, that's full of shit then. You better open it because it's...
Okay, I see that. I see the figure. Oh, I see what you're saying. So I see. It's the same figure, but just different, I think is what you're saying. Sweet. Well, everybody's in for a treat. So here we go. Here's what it is. This says something. Can't read that. Hey, you can almost read down there.
What? Crisp and clean and well thought out fucking screen printing.
And these classical tunes. Forget your country. Some sad blues too. Come get these punkish metal hues. On Fakename, was I close?
Yeah, that's right.
I think you were dead on. Bam. All right, so there's a box. Let's see. We're gonna open it up and see what we got. First, let's take a look at these real quick, man, because you did send some other stuff. Now you're gonna have to tell me about this, bro. This sticker is actually super cool. But
yeah, that's Lynn's. I just got a scum rat and he dropped a whole bunch of stickers in there for me. So
they're Lynn's.
Oh, yo.
I see. Very nice, very nice. Okay, I was wondering
Those
why
are so
your
good.
stickers had a Linz the Rat Boy gravestone on there. I'm like, what's that about? But they're Linz the Rat Boy stickers. That makes sense. Your stickers, these are the ones that you were talking about. Those must be the indoor stickers.
Those are the ones where the fucking printer didn't even work properly. But there it is. It's here.
I kind
There
of
you
like
go.
it that way, man. It looks kind of retro.
Very lo-fi.
So here we go, man. This is what the giveaway is, and I can tell it's already dope because this is the base for it right here. Check that out. That's dope. Does this glow? I bet it does.
It will.
I was gonna say, look who you're asking. Of
Yeah,
course,
Last
it
of my
glows.
pink.
That's sick. That's the base. All right, let's take a look at the piece now. Oh, it's dope. Oh,
Prove
God
it.
damn.
We're gonna need proof that it's dope.
Oof. God damn. Yeah, dude. That is sick.
That's sexy.
But dude, look at the spine on the back though, dude.
Oh,
Ooh,
Jazz, don't you say a thing.
damn it.
Yeah, that's hot, man.
Oh,
Man, I wish I was in the giveaway too.
I know, right?
We'll add your name on there. Don't you worry.
Dude. And then obviously, dude, and you know what I just noticed? Look at you, dude. You fucking clever ass. You got there's actual feet imprints in here. It's where he stands on the base, which is
Yeah.
cool. So all together, dude, I love like the pink in there. Oh, dude, look at that as a piece. Dude, come on now. That is sick, dude.
It's so sick. And honestly, yeah.
Very nice. Fuck.
Yeah, man. The contrasting colors are fucking sharp.
Very cool, dude. Oh god, that shit on the back, that's so fucking fresh, dude. Oh my god.
Every single time I keep seeing the back of those legs, though, as hot as it is, I do keep thinking instantly Jazz. Those curtains, come on.
Long curtains too. But dude, look at that, the rib cage in there. Fuck,
It's
dude.
sexy, dude. You know what's actually hot as hell too? That one little groin muscle. I kind of like how like the one side's pink versus the one side's the yellow.
Yeah.
I actually really fucking like that, man. That looks sharp. That's a good contrasting, dude.
All right, man. That's the giveaway for tonight. I am gonna look at. There was another one that I'm gonna look at right quick. Now, tell me about the base for this one, dude. Why is this one so much heavier? This one's obviously.
He did tell us.
Well, I try to rotocast them, so there's a lot of fucking resin in there.
Gotcha.
But some of them just don't work out the way you want them to.
Yeah, this one feels like if you you definitely rotocasted this one, dude. This one actually has some little holes in it where you can almost see through it. But this one is super light.
Mess with it
compared to this one. But this figure right here also sick.
Oh shit, I like that.
Oh, dude, it's so fresh, dude.
That one I almost like. I've only sent one.
He's good.
Yeah. So sick. Nice. So you know what? He actually also sent some other little things that we'll throw in there. Magnets, dude. You making these eyeball magnets?
Mm-hmm.
Those are cool. That probably glows or has some sort of ultraviolet effect. Skulls, those are always good. Nice. Sick. So little stuff like that. We will throw some of those in there for whoever wins. And then probably put together another giveaway of some sort down the road. So thank you very much for those, dude. That was extremely generous.
Got it. I've gotten a couple boxes out of there, so I've been on the Wonder Wheel. I know what it feels like.
I know what it feels like. Yeah, Creature for Life. Those are sick, man. I mean, just to the two that we have and the ones that we pulled up on the screen, dude. I think every one that we've seen is super sick. Now
Take them for a walk down to your local river or water source because they're very photogenic. They love to play and frolic in the ice or wherever the fuck you want to say. Super nervous about dropping that in the fucking river that day. It's a quickie, then fucking get them back out of there.
Oh man. So now let's go back real quick, dude. Just to when you kind of got into making toys in general, man. We kind of touched on this a little bit the first time that you were on. But if someone asked you and came up to you into a show and said, "What got you into this?" What would your response be?
I've always made shit.
Just kind of making stuff as an artist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always had my hands on something and doing something fucking silly. But it's a lot different now. It's nice to be with people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Better question. Yeah. How many LM9 pieces have you acquired at this point?
Oh,
where are you sitting at that?
Quite a few.
just quite a few.
Flip this bastard.
Hey, you actually figured that out really quick, dude.
No. I think B thought that you had it all sorted out, but I think you just moved your phone closer to your face.
Oh.
Jeez Louise.
God. Oh my.
And there's the Mammoth Club.
Oh yeah.
Bro. All right.
Those jars. Okay.
God.
Also,
what the fuck is going on here, dude? Son of a bitch. All right, just slow it down. Let's get a nice pan of those. Shit.
I brought out some grails too if you want to see them.
You fucking A. Let's do it.
Obviously.
There's even a corn man.
Bro, what is that Emperor's?
Fucking skull skulls everywhere.
Oh, that's a dope one. Yeah,
all
man.
Over.
That was a limited run.
What are we looking at?
Rokushu in there. Yes, dude. Yeah.
I couldn't find my vinyl Kozik stuff, but this is what got me into collecting and making.
Oh yes, dude. Very nice.
There's some Scott Wilkowski.
Absolutely, man.
Labbits, both of them 7 to 10.
Those are great, dude. You can get those on eBay. Those are not cheap, man.
I bet not. Who's the poor sucker that's going to get rid of them, though?
I don't know, dude. It seems like a lot of people for some reason. I don't know why that is.
What the fuck's that? That's sexy as hell.
Those are just rip-off Banksies that I got from Woot Bear down in San Francisco.
From where?
Woot Bear, WOOT. That used to be the original Kid Robot store. And we spent a week down there watching the Braves beat San Francisco. And then, anyways, I was fucking hustling down there to Hayton Ashbury just to try and bump heads with Kozik because he was then working out of that spot, right? I didn't meet him, but I did meet the Sucklord. And that's that. And I bought a bunch of Banksy shit there.
You met Sucklord in Frisco?
I did. He had a show. It was the last day I was there, and I don't know if it was his wife or whoever the girl was there. It was like, oh, we got a show and the artist is here. And I was like, okay, well, that's cool. Anyway, she brought him out to meet me for some reason. I think maybe she thought I was going to buy it because I had spent a whole bunch of money in the store. Maybe she thought I was going to buy something.
Yeah.
And I got a real Sucklord treatment. He made fun of whatever I was wearing. And I didn't even know who the fuck he was. So
Yeah.
There you have it. So I was like, well, that was a great interaction we just had. Thank you for that. But that's just him, I think. You know,
I was gonna say that sounds about right, man. Honestly,
pretty lucky, I think. You know, not everybody gets that.
100%, dude. 100%.
I don't know why I like him still, but
God, man, that's interesting that you met him in San Francisco of all places. Him being in New York.
yeah, he had a show there the next night, and I guess she had just went and picked him up from the airport when I was there. It was just fucking dumb luck. And honestly, I wish I bought one of his pieces because that when I got home, I looked him up and was like, "Who the fuck was that guy that made fun of my clothes? What was his name again?" And then I looked him up. And
Oh, that's funny.
It was fun and cool there. It was all like medical related stuff. So I don't know if there was a toy a part of it or whatever it was, but it was all like Valium and Vicodin, and that was the backer, and then whatever piece was on it.
Interesting.
I wish I got.
When was that?
2019.
Oh, okay. All right.
It was a rad experience. I'll give it that.
Nice. God, I was going to ask you something about that Scott Wilkowski. Oh, so was that your first kind of art tour or toy art piece, the Kozik and Wilkowski?
Yeah, I imagine so, because I had found Kozik through Kid Robot. As soon as I found the Labbits, I was fucking hooked. And then that was like 2012 or whatever, and like every day I was like researching who and what Kozik does, and like I just fucking fell in love with him, man. Just from his work ethic to just everything he did, from starting a music label to fucking screen printing and then toy making, obviously, and then bringing people in with him, right? Like collaboration toys and all the, just getting people into art. And he was a hard worker, man. I really appreciate the dedication that he put into everything.
Yeah. Well said, dude. And would you say like that's kind of the starting point for you?
Yeah, because I was watching everything from him pouring vinyl or fucking doing vinyl, and then I remember there was one video where it was like the fucking chamber was like a fucking barrel and putting it in it, and I was like, wow.
Holy shit.
But like just the long-term career that he had was really impressive, and quality on top of it, right?
Yeah, exactly, dude. Gosh, dude, and I honestly don't know how long that career spanned. Crumbs, maybe but I'm sure. I mean, it sounds like it was decades.
I'm gonna say 40 again.
Yeah.
Yeah, he probably would have started doing. I can't remember the whole timeline, but
what's so tough is honestly, I feel like that's one of those artists who at some point would have been doing a lot of illustrative work and a lot of literary work before they were actually doing a lot of like the toy stuff. But you kind of nailed it. I think they're kind of like that example of what we used to see from like Fat Records or like Epitaph and stuff like that in toys. That dude who like they have an idea, people buy onto it, they use that money to kind of start influencing other friends to actually get their work seen. So it's an impressive career, as you said.
Mm-hmm. And that was, I don't want to shit on Kid Robot, but that's when they had a lot of artist driven things that they were putting out. I don't know what it's like now. I remember I stopped looking when Sanrio started showing up in Hello Kitty stuff. I was like, not interested anymore. You guys lost me. But at that time when I found them, there was so many groups of artists putting things out, and they brought people in to work with, right?
Agreed, B.
So dude, just as a whole, man, before we get into the giveaway, like I think it's always hard to kind of like forecast ahead and say, whoa, where would you like to be in X amount of years in this scene? I don't think it's really like that, because I think there's so many things that go into play. But just seeing like the next few months, maybe 6 months down the road, dude, what do you see yourself doing? Do you have any projects in mind or any major shows in mind, or are you just going to try to keep on doing something every day and see what comes out?
No, I think after Apocalyptical, I might want to do a glow show. I think Clutter's done it before, but I think I'd like to do one.
You're
But
going to
in
do a
person,
glow show. Tell me about that.
I'd like to do a live in-person thing and have it all glow because that's what I do.
Of just your pieces.
No, a group show, obviously. Yeah.
A glow show?
We're better and we're stronger together. So we need people.
But an in-person show out there in where
I
you're.
would, yeah. There's a venue that puts on like glowing live art, painting. I forget, I don't know how to put it. It's called Glow in Vancouver. So I think that's a spot that I might reach out to. And same thing as putting on a table at a flea market, just put the feelers out and see what they have to say, whether it's a straight up no, how much for a weekend, setting up and holding a space for 3 days or whatever the case may be, right?
Yeah, exactly, dude. I know for, I'm sure it's different at every place, but different venues require different types of shit, basically. But if you find a place that does it on the regular, I'm sure it will probably be a little bit easier. But yeah, a glow show with nothing but glow pieces, dude, that would be sick. That would be awesome if you could get something in person.
It's crossed my mind recently, but like I'm focused on the Apocalyptical and accomplishing that at the highest level that I can do, and
yeah,
and then move on.
Yeah, nice. Very cool, man. Crumbs, how many did we get in the giveaway tonight?
$44. I tried to make sure that I went back and did a quick little scan over just about 20 minutes ago, but I think that we're sitting at 44. If anybody didn't get a number, but you know for a fact that you did chime in on the post, please, by all means, chime in on the chat here. We'll make sure we add you.
Bam, there you go. Real quick, man, Brokamasha was saying you definitely do the barbershop again this year. I think he mentioned that when he was on the show, that he had done a show at, I believe it was a barbershop, and maybe there was even another one too. Was that something that you were involved in?
I was just a supporting role.
Okay.
And I brought him my lovely assistant when he did the show.
I remember seeing that now. Now I remember that. Cool.
Normally, you just get a number by commenting on Wednesday's post, but I can absolutely give you a number here, man. We'll just make it number 45. We're all good to go.
Tate Fiend, yeah, that's retro futuristic. Who's coming to Philly? Yeah, that Philly AR in August. We'll talk about that here coming up too. That should be interesting. You said 44 on the wheel tonight?
45 now.
45.
And Ashley Alvarado, I didn't see yours, but yeah, we can toss you on there, homie. Absolutely. 46.
Sweet. 46 on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is. The question was if there was a toy line you could bring back, what would it be? Von Fakename, if you could bring a toy line back, what would it be, man? If there's something that's gone defunct now, is there something from when you were a kid that you'd like to bring back?
I don't know, fucking micro machines.
I don't know. You know what? You might be able. I don't. Do they still make
good ones? I don't want a fucking plastic micro machine.
You know what? I just want the dude who did the micro machine commercials. Bring that dude back. You know what I mean? Right. Those were so cool though, man. Do you remember like when micro machines first came out? God, dude, like if I got like a little Lamborghini or a Porsche or something like that, I always thought that was like the dopest shit.
I remember I got the play sets were cool because I had one. It was like, it looked like a tuna can, but it swung open and it was like whatever, a
Yeah,
service station, whatever, right?
yeah,
Or gas
yeah.
station or whatever.
Which is funny, dude. I think the answer that was given the most was probably the God, dude, I can't remember the name of this. Somebody will say it here. But the little play sets that would open up. I think that
Mighty
one.
Max?
Yeah, exactly, dude. There you go.
Was that a small one then? I
What's
didn't remember that one. I don't even fucking recognize that one.
No, but there were just a lot of people had said that would be what they brought back. I know that there was somebody, I want to say maybe Jevaho Creations, or somebody was working on a whole playset like that. I think it might have been Jevaho or maybe Mutant Master out there in France.
Everyone's skipping over the vehicles and going right to a playset.
But yeah, exactly. Skeleton Warriors. Yeah, Battle Beasts. Yeah, Battle Beasts were freaking cool, man. That's a good one. But anyways, so yeah, the local shows up there, dude. That's kind of what that first question was. If you were going to be, doing any more, do they have a lot of stuff like kind of open markets like that where you can just go and sell whatever you want?
Yeah, there's flea markets. Like I'd always find, whether it's a fucking sponsored ad or a person that's actually an artist that's been doing them and is promoting it. But the punk rock flea markets, we just don't have them on the West Coast. We have flea markets, but that's like, you're going to buy old shoes and fucking boring stuff, right?
Yeah.
I'd like to bring some flavor.
Yeah. There you go. That's the thing here too, man. I mean, we have a lot of shows like that. We have lots of farmers markets. And then there's some arts and crafts markets. But the thing that's really annoying about some of those crafts markets like that is they start to get overran with people that are doing like, that are selling like fucking candles, you know what I mean, from one of those candle companies or Tupperware or some shit like that. And you start to see kind of larger businesses creeping in. And
I've done, just because the amount of times that I've done the comic book show, you see that the regulars that set up there, and yeah, people are unaccepting of something new and stuff. I don't know if it's just where I am or what, if they're just closed off to fucking cool shit.
Yeah, God, dude, I think that's probably the feeling for a lot of people, dude. And I think, isn't it funny, right? Like we look at that stuff and we see how fucking cool like a lot of this shit is, and then you're like, how come more people aren't into this? You know what I mean? Why is it that we're in the position of having to tell everybody how cool this stuff is? But it's just a matter of numbers, man. I think, we talk about it and we see it all the time where people walk by and they're like, oh, I didn't know this was the thing. I'm sure you hear it all the time too, as an artist, when people are like, oh, I didn't know people like did that.
That's even harder because now there's so many people with 3D printing stuff. So go to a table with like a fucking 1,000 different things 3D printed, and they come to your table and they're like, oh, is that soap? Or is that like 3D printed? And you're like, no, it's all, with my carpal tunnel figures.
Is that
by hand?
Is that frustrating, man? Because that is something that we have talked about before, is where you have kind of like the casual buyer, like you were kind of just describing, where somebody walks by and says, hey, that's cool, right? And I'll even take it back a little bit further to where we were talking about people walking by and something that catches their eye, like if they're a Star Wars fan and they're walking by the DKE table and they see a art toy of a Star Wars figure, right? And they stop and they go, oh shit, I've never seen that before, but I love Star Wars. I'll buy that. Does it get frustrating when you feel like, or do you ever feel like you have to justify what you're doing by explaining it to someone? Like you said, someone picks it up and is like, oh, what is this? Some sort of soap carving? And then you have to go, no, look, like I sculpted that by hand, and then I casted it. I made a mold out of silicone and then I casted it. Do you find yourself doing that, explaining to people like what the whole process is?
No, I just don't care. They don't like it. I don't like them. Okay. Keep fucking. Bring me a coffee next time. Make yourself useful.
Yeah. There's that too. You can do that.
Because you only need one person to be like, fucking right, that's awesome. That'll make your whole day, right? Or make a sale, or however you want to get your success for the day, especially if it's an in-person thing.
Yeah. Is that how it is for you, man? If you you know, if it is kind of a day of people just kind of asking questions and just picking your stuff up and putting it down, and then you have one person come along who's really into it, man, is that kind of what you're saying there? It's just like that will
Yes,
totally,
I'm not out for a pocket full of cash or anything. I'm
yeah,
just doing it, whether
yeah.
I'm in front of someone or not. I'm still gonna do it. That's you know, it's a perfect time to go do that show, get a fucking notepad and eat some mushrooms and just hang out for the day and draw because you're
Yeah.
not going to be doing much interacting anyway.
Yeah, man. I mean, I guess it depends on, you know, the kind of show that you're at and how many people are there and how many people you got walking around. I mean, I've seen some of those shows before where, I mean, anybody who has been to Designer Con will tell you that, you know, fucking, hey, man, the second half of Sunday, that's a slow time, dude. You know what I mean?
Honestly, yeah.
Like,
Bernie
that's
did well, but he's a nice guy.
who's that?
Bernie did well, but he's a nice guy.
Yeah, yeah, right. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, when you see it winding down, you can just see that, you know, the sales are, you know, really, really, really slowing down.
Yeah,
Kind of more or less kind of just looking at that point.
it's
And
tough there because there's like a fucking amusement park right next door, right? And like there was whatever the October show they have like Friday nights, so it's just a big thing where it's all set up, you know, like a big giant haunted house or however you want to put it. So you're like, there should be people there all day and night, also going to that, and then oh hey, we're here, let's go in there as well. And it's frustrating when there's not a lot of people roaming through there.
it is, dude. And then, you know, you got people that are kind of when there's a lot of other stuff going on. I mean, now people are in the position of making a choice of what they're going to spend their money on.
Yeah.
Which is always, you know, when you feel like you're up against, you know, something that's not at the show that's right there. That's what I always thought was really tough about, you know, Designer Con in Anaheim being right across the street from Disneyland. You know, I don't know. I've never presented there, so I can't say if that would affect sales or not. I really have no idea, but I suppose it would be something that you would think about.
You need bodies, man. You need feet in the door.
Yeah, feet in the door, exactly. But like you said, man, it's you know, trying to explain to somebody exactly what it is. You know, but what I'm hearing from you is like that's not really your thing, is to explain what it is. Like, hey, if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is cool, man. I mean, because a lot of this stuff is just based off looks, anyways. You know what I mean? And I think that's where. Do you think like you're really kind of up against a wall when you talk about 3D artists and stuff like that? And just because the finished quality of those comes out, and when you have the regular customer walking by who doesn't know about the process and who is just looking for some clean finished project, do you think you're kind of at a disadvantage when it comes to that, to those people?
I like to set up the whole thing, so I have my little aquarium or whatever it is I'll display some molds in there so you can see them and they're like, oh, what's that? And you can tell them that that's where I get, you know, the rest of the table comes from those kind of thing.
Yeah. I think that's always good, man. I mean, especially in an arena like this where you have people making handmade stuff, to have something out there, you know, to show exactly what it is, you know, maybe the materials that you're working with or some molds or something like that. DNS and Kerf at the last Decon were doing some actual wax casting. Right there.
Wild.
Yeah, that shit was nuts, dude. I stood there for a little while and just watched him do that over and over again, dude. It's nuts. Rokomashi says Vancouver is slow to get with trends or with new sounds or art.
We'll get them there. Fucking kicking and screaming. We'll get them there.
Why is that? Maybe both. Maybe
pull them down and fucking dye their hair pink.
Maybe that's a question for both you guys. You know, I don't know Canada very well. I mean, geographically, I know you guys are pretty far apart, but why is it that those? Do you feel like that, man? That like where you're at, the trends are a little bit slower to get there?
I can't speak for people, but sometimes they're a little closed-minded out on this side of the world.
Yeah.
But we'll wake him up. We'll wake him up.
Yeah. We'll take some
I
time.
was lucky enough. I'd met Bernie there. There was another artist that crossed my paths out there at the comic book show. There's people out there. It's just, there's good people out there.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Well, let's give this creature away here. Oh.
Make someone's fucking night.
Yeah, dude, make somebody's night for sure, man. This is a again, this is the creature, the 3.75. Dude, I'm sure this does this whole thing glow or UV?
Yeah, everything's got the black.
Nice.
Because it's the blackest black.
Nice. All right, cool. And then the hand sculpted base that goes on. I believe we had 44 people on the
45 with Ashley.
45. There we go. There we go. All right. Good luck to who wins this.
46 with Ashley. 45 with Acid 9. 46 with Ashley Alvarado's. Sorry.
Boom.
All right. Boom. Gonna do the old share screen on the number wheel.
Because it's rigged.
All right. So I'll change that over actually to 46. Get my brain on. There we are. Ooh, give that a little spinaroo here.
The old spinaroo.
Oh, 21. All right. What do we have for 21 there? It's going to be Plastic Vomit Customs.
Plastic Vomit Customs.
The old PVC.
And who did they say for their I got it right here.
Oh, look at you.
There are a bunch, but for vintage toy line, maybe Steel Monsters, a modern line, probably Marvel Retro. So, boom, there you go. Then Jimmy Folklore asks, is Marvel Retro discontinued already? And Plastic Vomit says, yes, it is. So, that's awesome, dude. Plastic Vomit Custom, that's Jason and Nicole, great collectors, great companies for both of them. And that's exactly what we were talking about, dude. We were talking about, companies that are hitting, home runs and making a living off making figures. And they are one of the very few that come to mind that are, selling a lot of figures. And it's, the majority of it is Star Wars or Star Wars kit bashes a little bit, but majority is Star Wars and just every flavor possible. And they sell like crazy. They're awesome quality. And it's no wonder they do so well.
They'll have to get a creature tattoo, though. Okay.
Oh, shit. Okay.
That's the rule.
That's the rule. If you want this figure, you have to get a creature tattoo. Dude, thanks for being on, man.
Thanks for having me.
You got it. Congratulations again on Apocalyptico 4, dude. We'll be looking forward to seeing that and reviewing the piece here in a couple weeks.
It's gonna be a good show. We're gonna fucking crash Instagram that night.
Yeah, dude, it's gonna be a real good one, dude. That you're right. It's gonna be a total Instagram takeover that day. Right. Dude, these figures are fucking awesome, man. Thank you for the giveaways and all the little extras that you got, dude. They're, god damn, sick. So sick. I know. I'm sorry, dude. Too quick. But thank you, dude. Thank you for your time. Thank you for the pieces. Keep doing what you're doing, man. Everybody loves those reels. The fucking guitars, the glow, the UV. It's awesome, man. Thanks again for everything that you're doing, dude. Appreciate it.
Of course, you guys too.
What gem?
Dude, the pores on these creatures are so sick.
Oh, you don't get to show off cool shit once you're off.
Yeah. But yeah, you're right, dude. And I think the other thing that's cool about him is not only is he an artist who is obviously making strides to get better. He was talking about his molds and whatnot. And, like I said, dude, the older stuff that I have from him versus what I have now, big difference. You can tell there is definitely improvement going on there, and it's something that he's serious about and wants to keep doing. He's a multi-talented dude. Anybody that can play a musical instrument, to me, that's just a skill that I don't possess. You know what I mean? It's but it's very good to see, dude. It sounds like he's very determined to, spread the word of what he's doing and just kind of the scene in general. And that's, what it takes, dude. I think it's, everybody wants the scene to get bigger. And that's what it's going to take, dude. It's going to take, a bunch of Mr. Von Fakenames to just keep pushing it. And I'm not saying that, no one was doing it before that. People were doing it long before him, but it's a slow grind, man. It's just a really slow grind. And any shot in the arm really helps. And I think, Mr. Von Fakename is definitely a shot in the arm, man, especially that area where he's from up there in Canada. Dedicated to the toy, no doubt. No doubt. So, what else is going on? Were you going to say something there?
Oh, I just said, holy fuck, man. I'm so fucking sick over here, dude. But I do have a bunch
You're so sick over there? Is that why you were pausing?
Oh, yeah.
Not pausing. Dude, I mean, like, we did the interview, bro. Like, we're good. Like, if you wanna call it, we can.
I do want to show up a couple of these. We can show up a couple of these.
Oh.
The homies are up in the Tabby Doos.
The Tabby Doos, man.
We got to show a couple of Tabby Doos. You were already mentioning it. Next week we're gonna have Kerfloss on here. They're gonna be showing off all of these fantastic freaking punk troopers that came through from a bunch of artists from around the globe. Boom. Zymet Co. Yo, I don't know if you ended up. Obviously, every week they're doing crazy cool fucking shit over there. This hollowed out weirdo is nuts.
Oh, dude.
And if nobody caught it, they were actually given a great breakdown on how they personally mix up some opaques of their Wonder vinyl paints. So that way you can actually get some opaque colors. I think we might have even actually talked about that last week. But then this motherfucking piece, man. So
Whoa,
sexy.
Dude.
It reminds me of what's that knockoff Space Line? He's done a couple of knockoffs of one of the characters from it that has almost like this pig type nose on there. Astro Wars or something like that. Is that what it is? But it reminds me of almost like all those characters just mashed into one, man. There's something
that's awesome, dude. I love how it looks so liquidy. You know what I mean?
Look at these fucking translucent ones.
Yeah, dude. Ooh, shit.
Yeah, those are gorgeous, man. The dude, every week the dude's just pushing the boundaries. And I love this shit. Pendragon's like, hey, fire. And then all of a sudden you go to Pendragon's page and you got this fucking homie posting it the very last piece ever in their store, which is also fire.
Man. Yeah, dude, he's had some really good shit recently. I mean, it's always good, but there's been specifically some really good stuff recently. You know what's funny? What I was gonna say about Zimico though, dude, is like if you look at the timeline of their account, it's almost like when you see those fucking videos when people are on like hallucinogens and shit, and they start going through the stages, right? Or like you see artwork of people that are on different drugs or they're doing art at different stages of drugs, and it just keeps on getting more bizarre and more bizarre and more bizarre. And by the end, you're just like, what the fuck is that, dude? It's dope, but it looks nothing like the first one. And that's the feeling I get. Anyways, yes, Pendragon. I have a couple of those right there. I have some from Eddie. I also have one that was painted by Creature Maker Toys. Just a dope figure, man. That thing looks good in a blank. It looks good painted up. But there was some really, really sick ones. And I don't know if there was a show for that, or if they just gave or had some ones come out to different artists when they first came out. But either way, man, they are Ah, fuck, dude, they're so fucking good. Yeah. That was a good one. Yes, dude. Okay. Nice. Oh, that one's got a fucking sick ass cape on it.
I know this is a little bit bigger than what we normally look at, but oh, of course now it's saying 78. No, this is the account that shared it. These media. This is where I meant to go. Check out how fucking dope these are, man. Realistic dolls.
What?
Where they live. Trips, eh?
Who's the artist on that?
Fucking Medio Desodio. I'm butchering the shit out of that. I apologize. But it seems like they make custom dolls. Hyper realistic dolls. And of course, I wanted to make sure we touched on this. This is probably one of the main ones, and I was kind of like, this is why we got to show off tabs tonight, because our fucking homie over at Bootleg Toy Co. and Toys on Tap and Stumped Workshop have their vinyls. Pre-orders are closed. Damn,
that's dope, man. I like that.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, I really like that colorway too, man. That blue, yellow, red, sick.
Yeah, really well done. They crushed those. Oof. Sorry. That reminds me of Reptar.
Oh, God damn it, bro. You took it right out of my fucking mouth. I was like, man.
Watch, somewhere in here it probably says, get your Reptar variant. And we're like, hey, we're so fucking brilliant, bro. As if you thought that. I was thinking that. And meanwhile, it's probably called that.
Yeah, I was just going to say that's definitely that fucking colorway for sure. That's cool, though, man. I like it.
Oh, my goodness. Shotgun Karaoke dropping these little baddies.
Yeah,
sick. The janitor. Yeah, janitor's coming to clean up your clock, buddy.
Those are sick, dude. I like that. You know what? That's one that I have not seen done before.
No, same.
Unless maybe there was something in Sewer Showdown. I can't remember, but I don't remember seeing it. But yeah, those are sick, dude. I like the packaging too. Very nice. Nice job, Tom.
Yeah, absolutely crushed it. Exclusive. Hertza Mala exclusive dropping soon.
Yeah, that one at the bottom right, dude. That one's fucking sick.
Yeah, the full paint app.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, it's sharp.
Good one. Very nice.
The boy.
Yeah.
The drop tonight. So from what I saw, I didn't see anything claimed yet.
The marble on this one, I love that marble, dude. I zoomed on that one multiple times. It's sick.
Yeah, absolutely beautiful.
Threw that swampy cape on there too, man. That's cool.
And of course, his ninja.
Yeah. The one-trick pony.
The old one-trick pony. Absolutely gorgeous, man. This one's fucking. I just like it. I like all the mix up, man. I love like this teal with a little bit of black smoke here. This stupid little piece of brown is so sexy. It has no right being that hot. Sorry.
No, you're right though, dude. With the brown mixed in, even in the legs, are like the brown with the blue. That's sick.
In here.
Yeah.
So sexy. Yeah. Oh.
Nice.
Fucking Acid 9, man. You see this?
I did see those, dude. Those are great.
You see this? They're quite the little duo team over there, man.
Dude, that is
beautiful work. Yeah, they're really sending it home with their paint apps, man.
Oh man, I love that shit.
Lynn's the rat boy with this sexy little Valentine's Day rat.
Hell yeah, dude. That's awesome, man. I just chatted with him right before the show. That's super cool.
That piece is so good, man.
Yeah, that was a collab with Dark Rainbow.
Correct.
Nice, dude.
Brought a sketch to life. You know who often gets overlooked? Eric Nilla. Eric Nilla often actually will sell old like Japanese kaiju pieces and stuff like that. And I think because they often do resale so often, their own creations get overlooked quite often as well. But this fucking dude, man.
That's awesome. What the fuck is that? I have not seen that.
Heart Attack. So he sculpted this up and it was a drop 20 plus shipping. The heart throb is a heart pounder. That's what she said. But yeah, it's just a little fucking heart sculpt on a like wrestler body.
Oh god, dude. See, and you know what, man? Here's the other thing that is like, and this isn't against anybody at all, dude. Not one bit, because it's just the way that Instagram is like I've been following this dude for a long ass time, man, and I've never seen that before. I haven't seen that dude's account in general in a long time. And I think that's why it's important to share stories and stuff like that when stuff like that's going on sale. Just to kind of spread the word, because I mean, the fact of the matter is, dude, I mean, look at how many people you follow and then think about how many accounts you actually see. Like, I think if you're seeing 100 different accounts, that's
another prime example though, where it's like, yeah, Eric Nilla might post a lot of the times vintage stuff, but this isn't a bowl of vintage fucking creatures or crits. Like, those are obviously his.
Yeah.
So it's funny shit like that, man. Same as Yuckamuck, right? Back in the day, I would have never known Yuckamuck was casting if you hadn't have been like, I think you and I were talking, maybe like the second or third, and you're like, hey, you know that Yuckamuck guy? Did you know if there's a post on his page that's a different color, it's actually something he made? And all of a sudden you're like, sorry. Just how she goes, man. Okay. I don't know how big this is going to be. I don't know what the fuck is going on here, but Extra Truck Restrial, if this is a ginormous Swamp Thing, like piggy bank style sized fucking vinyl, I'm going to fuck it.
Oh. Okay.
Not where you thought that was going?
I did. That ended abruptly, and I'm like, all right, well, there it is. That's what he would like to do with that. And that's fine. That's your choice.
I'm just picturing this just turning around on its little wheel.
Exactly, Yuck. Oh man, that is funny. I don't know what that is, dude.
Big.
I don't know what
typically go big, and I'm hoping.
Yeah,
but I think this is gonna be OG sculpt regardless. If you go over to the other artist that collaborated on this is Copper Inks. I think this is gonna be an OG, like an original sculpt, man.
Yeah. Probably. Tim's dope though, dude. I was talking to Eddie the other day about Tim, and he's just he's been around a long time. He's a good dude. He's a wealth of knowledge. He's involved in like whatever you want to talk about, man. You know what I mean? He's just he's a great dude, man. I love Tim. He's a really good guy. Vomiting Droids, Grayskull's pieces at AR were ridiculous, and the prices were so low. That's always a good thing.
I have Grayskull and the Tabby Doos as well, because I know that they came home with a couple pieces that I don't got on the shop, and their shop is pretty stacked at the moment. But if anybody hasn't hopped on these guys, hop on over to the Rainbow Yawn. He's got a limited run of 6 of this He 1000 Faker figure.
The other ones sold out, yeah?
Yeah, the OGs sold out already.
And that would do it. That was a run of like, was it 50?
I think it was, again, 40. No,
40,
right?
okay.
50 figures, no. I just wanted to say 40 as many times as I can tonight.
Oh, okay.
It was 50.
But yeah, dude, those sold out. That's crazy.
Yo, so we kicked this guy out of here, and then he's playing with.
Since I'm back, can we talk about your car's extended warranty?
Yeah, those are great, dude.
How come those didn't make an appearance during the show?
Because they're fresh.
Oh my god.
Oh, they're fresh out of the pot?
No, they're just beat up. bubbly bastards.
See,
Oh,
the pink hair made me think that you're like punky, not emo as fuck. Do we need to send a lookout for you, my dude?
You'll never find me.
You'll never find me. Jesus.
those are cool. Nice.
But yeah, he had 50 that ended up selling out, all carded, all painted.
Yeah.
Rain Dizzle,
Rain Dizzle. That's right, man.
Gray Skull, a couple of these little chappy dudes.
Yes, dude.
Kaizoku Kaijus.
Yeah.
Those are fun, man.
And these are AR leftovers, correct?
These are some AR leftovers, yeah. And if anything, you know what? Actually, again, Grayskull's shop right now is pretty loaded down, man. There's some good shit in here. 20 Canadian.
20 Canadian? Oh man. Yeah, I gotta hit this.
Honestly, this made me fucking chuckle last night too. The M&M's mom spaghetti.
Yeah.
So dumb, but so good. And all the avant-garde figures are still in there. Oh, this my pet monster parody with the My Pet Ewok.
I remember that one, yeah.
And then otherwise, that's our liked folder, everybody. Neat.
Nice. Yeah, dude, there's some cool shit in there. Yeah. Sweet, man.
Yeah, VD. Just let me know which one you're putting it in, my dude.
What's that?
He was saying he's got a jet, and we're going to compare fevers later. So I told him to let me know where he's putting it. I don't want to be putting mine in my mouth if he's checking anywhere else. Yeah, Jazz Wiz, you're right. Mothman did have a fucking fatty drop, and rightfully so. A bunch of the remaining comments were claim whatever might be left. Mothman doesn't drop things too often.
Jazz, did you meet him at AR? I know that he was at AR last year, and I met him there as well. Great dude, man. He was on the show at one point.
They were on the show. Did they have a beard when we had them on, or had they shaven the beard?
Oh fuck, I can't remember, dude.
I can't remember either.
Yeah.
But dude, I don't know what it is about these pieces. I just find them really fucking fun. Just like the mammoths, they're just fun as hell. I don't know why. I mean, I don't mean that in a rude way. It's just like if somebody told me years ago, like, "Hey, Crumbs, man, you'd love a toy of a mammoth and a rhino," I'd be like, I think there's cooler toys. Does it hold a gun? But
yeah,
here we are. It's just fucking fun, man.
Now, is that an original sculpt?
Oh yeah.
Wow,
that's how he rolls. Fuck, dude, this is so much fucking fun too. A mushroom riding a mushroom. Get out. This is the kind of shit we need more of. And yeah, this is why indie toys for life, dog. Anyways, we could look at toys for years. Oh yeah, name 4 masks. What? What? Look at these yahoos over in the chat. The fuck does this even mean?
Oh man. I don't know. But yeah, you're right, dude. Mothman, really cool work, dude.
I actually have a piece sitting right on my desk here. It's a little desk gator, you know, and it's fun. It's so simple, but it's so fun. It's a flat cast, so it doesn't require having like a 2-part mold or anything. And you just cast the pieces, almost like if you were doing a magnet, but then you set it on your desk in such a way that there's like a gap in between, kind of like when an alligator or a crocodile is going through the water. And so it actually works out that like it kind of looks like it's a desk gator.
That's cool, man.
So simple, so stupid, so good.
You're right, dude. And was that from Mothman too?
That's from Mothman, yeah.
That's cool, man. I like that.
That's a little desk gator.
That's a cool little piece. Killer Napkins has a couple pieces like that too, man, where it actually, that base makes it look like I don't even know how you describe that, right? Like whatever it's sitting on becomes part of the base, I guess, just naturally. kind of, where they look like they're coming out of the ground or sunk into the ground or, you know, whatever it may be. But you know what that is? Smart. It's very smart.
Yo, I know we're not supposed to do this much, but check this one out. I was working on this overpour for a while. I was purposely trying to drip it all in real slow. Check this guy out, man.
Oh wow, look at you, dude.
He's fun. He's a fun one, man. And then I'm pretty sure if I can somehow just get that, I'm gonna try and get the belly all clear. But yeah, he's a sexy one, man. I'm stoked on this guy.
Dude, that's a big dude too, man. That's
all those freaking 8-bit Mike ended up giving me that mold, and they're all chunky boys, man. They're fucking mold eaters, resin eaters. There we go.
Oh, you said you got it from 8-bit Mike?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Probably like in the summertime, whenever that happened. But yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Fucking A. Well, fuck. Right on.
You know what I'm gonna do right after we're done this? Make the world's largest tater tot poutine. And the reason why I mention that is because I know that you're already probably kind of like, the fuck is a tater tot poutine? But you just make a poutine with tater tots, and they're extra crunchy. And I know that it's gonna add to the phlegm machine, and it's like the worst thing to probably eat while sick as all fuck. But I've been thinking about it for like hours.
See, now here's the thing, man. That sounds amazing. I'll just start there. I know what those two dishes are separately. Now, where I live, can you get poutine anywhere within probably 100-mile radius? Not that I'm aware of. If there is someplace, that it's got to be some sort of specialty restaurant, or maybe that's their thing that they do, but I don't know of any by me. However, we do have these other places. Like there's a barbecue place that I know of, right, dude? And they do this. Like this tater tot like bowl. And they put like tater tots, but then they put shit on top of it, and some of it is gravy. So I guess if you had just gravy on there, it might be something similar. But I mean, they go all out, dude. They do like the fucking, you know, the brisket and the pulled pork, and throw all that shit in there, and it's just, oh,
Instead, you guys are all a bunch of masochists that for some reason start your day off with black coffee and a fucking burrito.
Oh, it's the best. Or a plate of nachos, dude, from the taco.
Oh, no. You're fucking with me. You do not eat nachos for breakfast.
Are you kidding? Bro, it's the best. It is the best. Do you know what chilaquiles are? Okay, dude. So chilaquiles are like tortilla chips with eggs and sauce and beans over them. And dude, it's a very popular Mexican breakfast, dude. And on the taco trucks out here, the taco trucks don't fuck around, dude. There's so many that they better be good, because you definitely want to be the one at the job site that has the line on it. But yeah, dude, those things, they start in the morning. They're there through the afternoon.
Spicy?
Absolutely.
Is it spicy?
Oh, it better be spicy.
Oh my god!
You get it with or without, but then you get the extra little thing of salsa next to it, and you just pour it on the bite as you go. That's how you really do it. But yeah, dude, I think the first break, you know, depending on where you're at, is like between 6 and 7 a.m. And that's, yeah, dude. But you got to figure, man, those guys are rolling up and going home at like 1:30, so the hours are all fucking off. You know what I mean? By that time, you know, those dudes have put in, you know, 8 to 10 already. So.
That's fair. Actually, I forgot. Fucking what's his name? Mecca Ducky does overnights, and he actually hit me with that same thing. It was like must have been 4:30, 5 in the morning. I'm getting up to hop on a fucking meeting with a client. He's shooting me a text and being like, "Yo, dude, if you ever see these, get him." And it's like a fucking pizza pocket from the gas station. It's like, hell no, my dude, hell no.
Oh man, Yuckamuck says Brian eats all the Mexican staples for breakfast: nachos, burritos, and Choco Taco. Oh, if they were still out, yuck, you know I would, man. Chocolate milk, absolutely, Eddie. Me and Eddie had a great conversation about chocolate milk the other day. I've been drinking a lot of chocolate milk recently. I'm not sure why that is, but it's just so damn good.
Of all the things you could be talking to the old resin blood over at Bootleg Overdose about, chalky milk. The old chalky milk.
The chocolate milk, man. I'll tell you what. It's just, that's what I think is so funny about Eddie, dude. He is such a sweetheart, man.
I could
That
see him just rolling into the tat shop with a fucking open fucking seal test, just chugging
bro,
that shit.
like the funny thing is, it's like when people see him at shows and stuff like that, some of people are very standoffish. They're like, oh, but if they just knew, they would have probably the greatest 5-minute conversation. They'd be like, they would never forget him for sure. They'd be like, man, that dude's.
That's what I've got on my Tinder profile too. I might look standoffish, but come approach me. It'll be the best 5 minutes of your life.
Shit. All right. Well, next week is going to be a fun one. It will be you. It will be Kerfloss. It will be possibly Death and Strawberries going over the Punk Trooper piece. That'll be awesome.
You know what I was thinking earlier tonight?
What's that?
One man's trash and another man's treasure. Because you're like, it's my birthday. I'm not coming and doing fucking Toys Alive. Meanwhile, I reach out to Death and Strawberries. He's like, hell yeah, it's my birthday. What a gift to myself. I was like, one man's trash, another man's treasure.
I thought the same thing, dude. But you know what the thing is, dude? So this is what I'm doing. I don't know. Did I tell you what I'm doing? I'm going to the Academy of Sciences in San Francisco because once a month on Thursdays, they close it down at like 7:00 for adults. It's strictly for adults, like no kids running around, no fucking field trips, no bullshit like that. But it's basically the Natural History Museum, the planetarium, and then the Steinhardt Aquarium are all in the same. Those make up the Academy of Sciences. So
guy gets some glasses and all of a sudden thinks he's some kind of fucking scientist.
Bro, I've been going there to that one since I was a kid. My grandpa used to take us there all the time, that planetarium. Dude, right when you walk in, they have this albino alligator that's been there for decades.
Hey.
Yes.
While we still have a whole bunch of these yahoos, show off those fucking Von Fakename pieces again. Remind the people at home. The God they saw this. I don't know. Man.
So this is the giveaway. This is what who won the giveaway?
That's going off to Plastic Vomit Customs.
Yeah,
and actually, I missed it completely in the chat there. PBC did say if you had wanted to put you on the spot there, if we wanted to do another giveaway, they said that they would be happy to do that. Where did I see that? Now I'm putting everybody on the spot because it was like hours ago.
That's the giveaway. Just a super, super sick creature right there. Bam. Yeah. That is the giveaway. That is from Von Fakename. I'm sure that this chest or rib area or the rest of this glows or has some UV on it. So that is going away. This is the base for it right here, which is a, it's kind of hard to see on the screen. I think the screen kind of distorts the color, but it's like a yellow, yeah, you can see it there, kind of yellowish, and then kind of fades up into pink.
Casted, hand sculpted with a bunch of pieces that were originally hand sculpted to go into the belly there.
Bam.
Fuck yeah, man.
Just like that. Very cool. And then this is the one that I got. It's another sick one.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, dude. Cool pieces, man. Feel really good in hand. They look great. Pictures will be awesome of that.
All right, man.
Yeah.
That said, let these yahoos get on with their night.
Absolutely.
Boom. Have a lovely evening, guys.
Peace out.